And welcome to episode 55 of this Toronto Maple Leafs NHL 22 playthrough, taking on the Vancouver Canucks in this episode, sticking with Jack Campbell in net. We lost the last game to the Buffalo Sabres. Pretty embarrassing loss, if I do say so myself, but looking to bounce back here against the Vancouver Canucks, just like the Toronto Maple Leafs have bounced back the last two games in their own regular season against the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Seattle Kraken. Two high-scoring victories, but two victories nonetheless. Peter Mrazek and Jack Campbell both picking up a victory each. Campbell looked a lot better tonight, despite allowing 4 goals. Mrazek was a little bit more iffy. Canucks 30-25-2, very similar to us Toronto Maple Leafs here. The Canucks have played a few more games. So hopefully the Leafs get on track here in the next little bit with their goaltending situation. Soup has looked better, so I'm feeling a little bit optimistic, I guess you could say. But you know who's looked fantastic? That man right there who just picked up the puck, Austin Matthews, has been dominant. Hat-trick again against the Kraken. One was into an empty netter. That's okay, though. Marner with a chance there, picked off by Ekman-Larsson. Yeah, that line, unreal. Bunting, Marner, Matthews. Can you ask for any more production? Oh, Matthews almost found Marner there. The pass was just a little bit too slow, or else Marner would have been away on that breakaway there. Yeah, you can't really ask anything more. And you know what? John Tavares has busted this up now. He's scoring. So it's been good. The Toronto Maple Leafs have had a lot of offense. That hasn't been the issue at all. It's just trying to get those key saves at key times. But you know what? A lot of teams in the National Hockey League aren't getting those key saves right now. Like I talked about in the last episode, the Florida Panthers have struggled a lot to get good saves, and they're the number 1 team in the division. So it's going to be very interesting down the stretch because, as you probably know if you're a Leafs fan and you're watching these videos, the Toronto Maple Leafs haven't even played the Florida Panthers yet this year. So they still got 3 games left against them, and those games could easily decide who wins the division. The Leafs also have games against Tampa left as well, so I don't think they've been to Florida at all this year. So that means I think they have to make 2 trips there. So that's interesting as well. But the Leafs are in a stretch right now where their schedule is significantly easier than you might come to expect at this time of year, playing lots of teams with losing records or not in a playoff spot at the moment. Here's Tavares looking for an outlet. He can't find one. Tries to feed it back. Can't get it there. Now he'll get it back to Kerfoot. But Kerfoot's a little bit slow on that puck there. I think it's 7 in a row against non-playoff teams, which is something that you don't see very often, especially this late in the season, and especially with how good the Toronto Maple Leafs division, the Atlantic division, is. But if you look at the records against sub-500 teams, here's Camp around. Camp scoops and scores. A nice wraparound goal from David Camp, just his 5th goal of this series simulation. He beats the Vancouver Canucks goaltender. Who is that? Thatcher Demko? I would imagine so. And it's 1-0 Toronto. We've been jumping out to the lead early in these series simulations recently. Oh no, here's this stupid sync glitch. We had this happen before in one of our other episodes. I don't know how I solved it the last time. But if you remember back to the Pittsburgh series, or the Pittsburgh game, when it said sync, we actually ended up having a goal against. This is such a joke. Sinking. I assume that we're just going to wait for the puck to go offside or a whistle to be blown. Like, I can feel the game being played right along here, and, like, let me know in comments, has this ever happened to you? Because this is the second time it's happened to me, and it's super annoying. What does syncing even mean? I'm not even playing online. Like, what a joke. I don't even remember what I was talking about in terms of the Toronto Maple Leafs in real life. The game is still going on. I still hear it being played in the back. All I want is for the whistle to be blown. I assume I'm getting absolutely dominated here. I heard the whistle being blown. And there we go. Perfect. We're back. Great job there by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not allowing a goal this time. Same thing that happened in the last time that happened. We just had to wait for the next whistle to be blown in order for the game to catch back up, I guess. Unfortunately, last time it resulted in a goal. Let's see if we can get something back right here. A little bit of payback for the system. Nylander in! Turned aside by Demko. And the Vancouver Canucks will clear that puck. Yeah, oh, that's what I was talking about. The Toronto Maple Leafs having a light schedule. If you check like Tampa and Florida and like Colorado, they've played a lot of games against teams that are sub 500 or non-playoff teams. I can't remember what the stat is exactly. It must be non-playoff teams. No, it's got to be sub 500. I don't know. But regardless, like the Leafs have only played like 7. They're like 4-3 in those games, which I mean is horrible to begin with because like Colorado's like 9-1 in their games. Simmonds in front and he scores. This is the 1,000th game for Wayne Simmonds, and he just put it into the back of the net. His 8th goal of the season. Look at the way Tyler Myers just gives up on that play, letting Simmonds cut to the front of the net. Tyler Myers throws his hands up like what the hell just happened? But I'll tell you what, Tyler Myers, you didn't give a good effort there. And it's 2-0 Toronto. Yeah, so Colorado, I believe, has played 10 games against non-playoff team. Can't be non-playoff. I don't know what it is. It must be sub-500 teams because every team in the NHL is above 500. I don't know. Whatever the stat is, Colorado has a really good record. Toronto does not. Does that make sense? There's a delayed penalty to Pierre Engvall coming up. And the Vancouver Canucks are going to have a chance to get back into this game with their first power play opportunity of the night. The Toronto Maple Leafs against the Seattle Kraken had a very good power play. Their power play has been struggling a lot recently. That being said, they did give up a shorthanded goal tonight, which is the second time. Try to just touch this puck here. There we go. With 0.7 seconds left, I touched the puck, and Vancouver's extended power play is over. It's the second time in about 10 days that the Leafs have given up a shorthanded goal, which is, again, not ideal, and definitely not something that you're looking to do when you're trying to build a stronger defensive game, an offensive game plus a defensive game. You know what I'm trying to say? The best offense is a good defense. And I think, honestly, when the Leafs have the puck, they're a good defensive team. But when they don't have the puck, they're not a good defensive team, if that makes sense. Jumping into the second period here now. David Kampf to take the faceoff. 1:59 remaining in the Vancouver Canucks power play. And there's a nice job by Morgan Rielly. Our penalty kill, which was atrocious at the start of this series, has been a lot better of late. We're still allowing power play goals, but not nearly as many. It was like 2 a game at one point. So we're doing a lot better. We're doing a lot better since the return of Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner, in case you have not watched any episodes in this series and have been living under a rock, missed like 20 games with post-concussion syndrome. There's a chance for Marner. Demko reaches back. Ooh, I think we should go to video review to see if his pad or the back of his glove there crossed the line. That one was a little iffy. We're up to 67.1%, and you'll remember that was in the low 60s before. So I'm quite happy with that. We're also getting a lot more power plays of late. So that means I think we're doing better offensively and controlling the puck. Oh, bad play here. Mikheyev is going to trip up Bo Horvat going to the net. It's going to be A 5-on-3 for minute 11 here as Mikheyev's going to the box. The C's parted ways there. Bo Horvat was in clean if Mikheyev didn't trip him. Great teammate like always, offering the water up to Pierre Engvall. Pierre's like, no, I don't want that water, Ilya Mikheyev. Maybe if it was soup. Get it? Because Ilya Mikheyev like, soup! Chance there. Huge stop for soup. And the Maple Leafs will clear it down the ice. Kasha out here with Justin Hall and Travis Dermott. Still have not made the trade to acquire Ilya Lyubushkin. Thought about doing it at the end of the last episode. Didn't get around to it. Thought about doing it before this episode. Didn't really care to do it. Yeah, so we'll just see where we're at in the next little bit here. I'm actually feeling pretty confident with our team, despite the fact there's a nice diving block there from Travis Dermott. We are only like 1 point up on a playoff spot right now. There's Kasha breaking up the play. It's a 5-on-3 rush here for Andre. Kasha going to the backhand. And it's turned aside there by Thatcher Demko. You don't see that happen very often, folks. A 3-on-5 odd man rush. Breakaway the other way. One of my most famous ones that I remember in real life was when Tyler Bozak did it in like game 82 against the New Jersey Devils when the Leafs were god-awful. That was exciting. And you know that the Leafs were god-awful because Tyler Bozak was killing penalties. Kasha in front. One of the penalties is over. We're back to 5-on-4 here. Pierre Engvall's out of the box, and he just leveled his man behind the net there. Here comes Connor Garland, a rumored trade target of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Kasha will get it out, just out of the reach of Jason Spezza there. 30 seconds roughly to go in the Vancouver Canucks power play. Centering front there for Hoagland. The rebound. Muzzin can't collect it. And Tanner Pearson is going to score his 10th goal of the season. What do I say every time we give up a 5-on-3 in this game, which seems to be every episode now? As long as we only give up one. That's all I really care about. I don't want to give up 2 goals. 1 I can live with. And this game is 2-1. We got to get back on the offense here. And we got to get the puck. And that starts with a great play there by Ilya Mikheyev. Up to Morgan Rielly. Morgan Rielly's through with speed. Morgan Rielly's got lots of speed. He's around everybody. To Nylander scores. William Nylander's throwing the monkey off of his back. Not sure why. It's his first goal in a while, I suppose. It's his 31st of the season to extend his club leading lead. Yeah, thanks to a tape-to-tape pass there from Morgan Rielly. His 24th assist of the season. That might be William Nylander's first goal since being demoted to the second line with John Tavares. The only reason he got moved down to the second line with John Tavares was because he missed a game due to injury. There's a weird face-off play that sees the puck go all the way back to Thatcher Demko, and Brock Besser's got the puck now. William Nylander leads our team in goals. I know that's hard to believe. But he was playing on a line with Austin Matthews for most of the season. And Austin Matthews has been an assist wizard in this series. Despite the fact that William Nylander leads this team in... There's a shot for Besser's turned aside there by Campbell. Despite the fact that William Nylander leads in goals, Austin Matthews still leads in points, which just goes to show you how many assists he has, because Matthews is still down in the 20-ish, high 20s goal marks. That being said, he has gotten a lot recently thanks to a 4-goal game. There's a chance in front. I screwed that one up. I want to say Zach McEwen scores, beats Jack Campbell. I got turned all the way around there with Jake Muzzin. That goal's on me, Sue. And it's 3-2 for the Canucks. We've abandoned defense just like the Toronto Maple Leafs in real life. And there's a nice spin move from Sandin. Sandin's in, and he'll take 2 guys with him. Zach McEwen, one of them, the goal scorer. Mitch Marner comes up, but he's a little late, and Travis Hamonic will lead the rush. And it's turned over at the line. Michael Bunting. He's not as quite a big of pest in this game. He's not as... Wow, can I speak English tonight? He's not as big of a pest in this game as he is in real life, but he's still a good rookie. And Mitch Marner will tell you that you have to remind him very often that he is still a rookie. Shots are only 17-8 in this game for the Vancouver Canucks, but we have 3 goals. Here's one of the goal scorers, Wayne Simmonds, playing in his 1,000th game. Here's Wayne Simmonds to the front of the net, looking for two. Can't get there. Tries to throw it back in front. Doesn't get there, but Pierre Engvall will get the puck at the side of the net. Engvall gets it back to Simmonds, but he'll turn it over, and there's Connor Garland again. Connor Garland, future Toronto Maple Leaf. I actually don't think that's going to happen. I think it's probably going to be Luke Schenn, to be perfectly honest with you. If I were to pick somebody who's going to be acquired by the Leafs at the trade deadline, lots of rumors that Jake Muzzin might come back. Lots of rumors that he might not come back before the trade deadline or before the end of the regular season. There's a shot off the post. Campbell will make the save and move it over to Brody. And Spets is in. Spets is just going to chip it in and try and get it deep. Bo Horvat back on the puck. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is basically we do not know what's going to happen with Jake Muzzin, and we cannot speculate on whether or not the Leafs will use his LTIR space to acquire another $6 million player. There's a shot that goes over top of the net and just missed trickling in. I think Demko made the original save and it went up and bounced. Oh, and there's a nice move by Dickinson, and it's a trip by Justin Hall. Justin Hall is then tripped, but we're only going to call the initial trip. Okay, referee. Not sure I agree with that one. Justin Hall is going to the box, and the Vancouver Canucks are going back to the power play. There's Jack Campbell. His goals against average is above 3 now, so that's less than ideal. Brock Besser shot. Nice stop there by Soup. The time doesn't come off the clock. Again, EA Sports. One of those glitches that never seems to get fixed. They release updates every 3 weeks, and they never seem to fix the obvious glitches. But whatever. Here's Mitch Marner looking for a shorthanded goal. We haven't scored a shorthanded goal in a while, so let's try for one now. I've been saying recently let's not try for them, and you know what? I think my penalty kill has actually improved for it, but let's try for one. This is probably why our penalty kills suck, because we had 2 forwards back there as opposed to 2 defensemen. There's Kampf moving the puck all the way around to Dermott. This puck is out again. Travis Dermott's in. Travis Dermott with the shot. Oh, man, just ripped above the glove of Thatcher Demko. There's Pettersson. Gets around Sandin. Kampf's back. Kampf cannot recollect the puck and get it out. Brock Besser with a shot. Turned aside by Campbell. Pettersson in front, knocked away from Sandin once and twice. Can we get a third time? No, but Soup comes across to make the save. Soup. It makes the save to keep it 3-2. A minute remaining in the penalty. I'm trying to remember who it's to. I can't even remember. Justin Hall. There we go. William Nylander loses the faceoff. In front, stop by Soup again. He's back, baby. I can't call this episode Jack Campbell's back, though, because I've already had that episode. And when I said he was back, he wasn't really back because he had a couple of bad games afterwards. But he's on a bit of a roll recently. Probably won't play the next game in this series because it's a back-to-back, and I'll probably have Mrazek play the Columbus game and then Soup at the Seattle game. There's Nylander with his shorthanded chance. He has 6 or 7 shorthanded goals in this series. He doesn't really kill very many penalties in real life, but he was supposed to try and start doing it a little bit more at the start of the regular season, which is why I have him in as a penalty killer in this series. There's a shot off from Mikheyev that bounced in front. And once again, William Nylander was right there. Hoaglander gets leveled there by Jake Muzzin. You could say that was interference because I thought that puck was going to come to him, but it did not. That does it for the power play to the Vancouver Canucks. And here's Kampf looking for his second of the game. He tries to cut it in front, and that did not work at all. The Vancouver Canucks are come back with Besser. Besser tries to get around Sandin's. He feeds it in front. Oh, great play there by Mitch Marner to knock it off of the stick of the Vancouver forward Pearson there. Matthews will get the puck off the skate of Mikheyev. They're saying that it could have been touched by a Vancouver Canuck player, so it's not icy. Here comes Hamonic in. Hamonic stopped up by Muzzin once and twice. And here comes Mitch Marner. He's got Bunting with him. Marner across the line. Marner throws it behind the net, trying to get it over to Bunting, but Quinn Hughes will get that puck and find JT Miller before the Toronto Maple Leafs can get set in the offensive zone. Brock Besser, we said his name a lot in this episode, has yet to score, though. Here's Spezza. He'll just try and get it deep, but he's checked there by JT Miller. Bunting's all over Miller We're in the last couple seconds here of the second period. Great stick there by TJ Brodie. He'll chip it off the glass, not out. Quinn Hughes holds the line. Travis Hamonic shot, blocked by Bunting. Another shot! Off maybe the stick, maybe the pad of TJ Brodie, maybe Brock Besser in front. It gets deflected wide, and that does it for the second period. We haven't had much offense as the Toronto Maple Leafs are getting outshot 23-11 in this game. But you know what? It's been enough so far. And they take a 3-2 lead headed into the third period. Here's Matthews to take the opening draw. He wins it. Back to Morgan Riley. Up to Matthews. Matthews tried to figure out what to do, and there's another tripping call. We need to watch our sticks because Bunting's going to the box again. I think it's our fourth tripping call of the game. Here's Tyler Myers in. TJ Brodie, they're going to rule that he touched that puck. Not sure if he actually did. Bunting's going to the box here. And Vancouver is going back to the power play. Their fourth opportunity of the game. They're 1 for 3. Kampf to take the draw. Morgan Riley with a clear. Needless to say, an important kill for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not sure if I'm going to try as hard on this one as I did in the last one to try and score. Marner. Get it out. Yes. Oh, I always get afraid when I do that. When I flick it like that it's going to go over the glass. Puck over glass. Here is Pettersson. He's checked there by Kampf at the line. Now let's move at Kampf. Kampf with speed. Stops up. Marner going to the net. Also had Morgan Riley going to the net there as well. Could not get it to the front of the net. And Vancouver's going to break it back in with JT Miller. Over to Bo Horvat. And smothered there by Jack Campbell. Love the effort, Soup. William Nylander out to take the draw now. Have loved the penalty killing unit so far in this game. No complaints. Nylander loses the draw. He's going to block that Ekman-Larsson pass trying to get through. Another easy glove save there by Soup, and he'll hang on. As we go late into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning here on the East Coast, I guess you can call this East Coast. I'm in Ontario, so Eastern Standard Time. We're awaiting a decision on the baseball's collective bargaining agreement. They say that they need a deal by tonight if they're going to play a full 162. Here's McCabe, short-handed, tries to throw it across to Dermott, and it's just out of his reach, and now we got trouble. It's a 4-on-1 here with Nylander back, but I think that's McCabe coming back. Dickinson, blocked there by Nylander, but it's Nick Patan, the former Toronto Maple Leaf, coming up and burying that. His 9th goal of the season is a power play. That's why you don't try on the penalty kill. I took too many guys in, and it's 3-3. Also got too excited talking about baseball and a potential agreement to play baseball next month, and lost focus on the hockey game. Here's Tavares in. Tavares behind the net. Tavares scores! What an answer by the captain! Let's go! John Tavares, 15th of the season. I don't know how many he's had recently, but he's on fire. Love the response. Very similar to Austin Matthews' response against the Seattle Kraken in Tuesday night's game. And now let's look for an insurance marker, because we need an insurance marker. We haven't had very many insurance markers recently. We've been playing a lot of tight games. Here's Rasmus Sandin in with Matthews. Matthews around, looking for help. Matthews moves it to Bunting. Bunting, tuck it. No, can't get out in front. Marner's all over the puck there. Here's Sandin coming across to check Pearson. Sandin tries to get that puck, and Quinn Hughes is going to recollect it. Ooh, Marner and Sandin both went after Hughes there. That could have been dangerous, but JT Miller is just going to dump this puck in. Jake Muzzin back, tries to get it out, can't. Sandin tried to stretch it out there for Kasha, and that's picked off again. Here come the Canucks again. Back and forth they go. Here's Kasha. Kasha's into the zone. Andre Kasha. Nice to see him back in the lineup for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. Love Andre Kasha. He's another one of those hard-working players that the Toronto Maple Leafs acquired in the offseason that I've come to love, just like Michael Bunting. Didn't think that replacing Zach Hyman would be so easy, but it definitely has been. I guess there's a lot of players who want to play that hard-working role. Nice intercept there by Kasha, the rip! Stopped by Demko. It popped up. I thought that for maybe a second there that it was going to get behind him. It did not, though. JT Miller's back in. Nice play there by Sandin, who's had a solid game. And now here's Kerfoot cutting to the front of the net. Kerfoot can't get a shot away. It's turned aside there by Ekman Larsson, and he'll find Pettersson. Up to former Toronto Maple Leaf Nick Petan, who has a goal in this game. Petan definitely held on to TJ Brody there. I saw that animation. But Brody will just get it in deep. Pamonek intercepts it there. I thought that pass was a little bit too hard for an intercept, personally, but not too sure. Here's Petan trying to take it to his former team, but it cannot get a shot away there in a battle there with Jason Spezza. Tyler Myers with the shot. Turned aside by Soup. I hit the wrong button, and I almost threw it right back out to the Vancouver Canucks. Fortunately, we'll get out of the zone here, and the Wayne Train will fire it. Just misses. And here's Engvall. Engvall's in. Engvall dumps it back to Simmonds. Simmonds moving it over to Spezza, and the cycle is on. Simmonds, rip it, bad angle shot. Morgan Riley tries to pick it up. Cannot. Could have been an odd man break there, but the Vancouver Canucks will hold up just enough time for Morgan Riley to get back into the zone. TJ Brody is going to drop it all the way back for Morgan Riley. And here comes Tavares. John Tavares is around. John Tavares! Shot! Blocked there, and it goes in to Demko. Just ever so slightly. That puck was labeled for the back of the net. You see that the Toronto Maple Leafs currently 14th in the league standings. The Vancouver Canucks just behind them, just like I said at the start of the episode. Tavares takes the draw. He wins it. Justin Hall, the shot, stopped by Demko. I think that just said that that was only his 11th stop of the night. Not a good night for Demko. But sometimes you have those nights. And you know what? In real life, Demko's been absolutely dominant against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here's Nylander. And he'll cycle it back in deep there. Tried to get to Tavares. Did not work. Oh, Justin Hall just leveled. Was that Nick Petan? Not sure. And here's Nylander. Nylander in over the line. He gets leveled. Tanner Pearson tries to break it out. Here with 4 minutes to go in the third period, Vancouver looking for the equalizer. Justin Hall stands up, his man at the line. Connor Garland's got the puck. He'll go all the way across to Madison Bowie, who's in. Bowie's in. Turns it over to Tavares. Tries to stretch it out for Mitch Marner. It goes all the way back to Demko, and he'll have to play it because Mitch Marner was going onto that puck and would have gotten that puck had Demko not moved it. Here's Justin Hall. Stretch pass for Marner. Marner waiting for help. We'll just chip it in deep. Unable to connect there with Bunting, and out come the Canucks. It's turned over. Back to Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner, rip it. Missed by a mile. And here's Connor Garland. Turned over again at the line. Mitch Marner forcing turnovers. He's a turnover machine. And there's Jake Muzzin taking out his man. We're in the last minute of play here. Austin Matthews looking to move the puck. Can't get it out. Or he does get it out, but just barely. The Vancouver Canucks are pulling their goalie. Brock Besser just gets leveled. Soup moves it to Sandin. Sandin up to Bunting. No. Brock Besser gets his stick in the way and breaks up that play. Sandin trying to make up for his mistake. Doesn't hold the line. Oh, man. That puck should have been shot towards Jack Campbell. It wasn't. Sandin can't get it out again. Bo Horvat in. Jake Muzzin collects it, and he'll chip it out to Bunting, to Kasha. Kasha scores. He had Matthews there, but I heard Matthews yelling, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. I'm just kidding. They actually don't do that. But I'm sure Matthews is more than happy for Kasha to pick up his 12th goal of the season there and make it 5-3 Toronto Maple Leafs with 21 seconds left. That's going to do it, folks. There's no coming back from that. The Vancouver Canucks are going to try. They're coming back. Zach McEwen on the rebound. It's 5-4. I said there was no coming back from it. Can it happen? We're about to find out. Can't have to take the draw. 15 seconds remaining. This time Camp wins it. And he rips it, stopped by Demko. 10.7 seconds left. I'm going to put out Tavares and Nylander just because I need a solid face-off man to win a draw here. That being said, I could have put out the fourth line with Spezza. Spezza is probably our best face-off man. Tavares looking to win it. Can't take any chances here. Tavares scrums it. That's probably the best option. Tyler Mott's got the puck. He needs to hurry. Tyler Mott is just going to take it in. No urgency whatsoever. This is a centering pass in front. Right at the end. Soup makes the save. And the Toronto Maple Leafs have defeated the Vancouver Canucks by a score of 5-4. One of those weird games where the empty netter ends up being the game winner. The Leafs salute the crowd. And you know what? I will take that win. I believe that's 4 wins in our last 5, which is kind of what we need right now in the playoff race. And maybe in the next episode, depending on how long it runs, I will show you the standings and where we're at. But as of right now, we're kind of at the 30-minute mark, which is kind of like where I like to cut it off. I think that's the ideal length for an episode. Ooh, Jack Campbell's head got run over there, it looked like. Very interesting. There's the game-winning goal. Kasha into the empty net. But tonight's game story is the story of the Wayne Train. His 1,000th game. And in this series simulation, in this EA Sports NHL 22 world, he actually scored in his 1,000th game. So congratulations to Wayne Simmonds, who actually got the silver stick tonight. Love the Wayne Train. The pride of Scarborough. Vancouver outshot the Toronto Maple Leafs 32-17 in this game. They had 4 power play chances. We had none. So that's the reason why. John Tavares, the first star. 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 hit. Good for him. But if you like this episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you really like it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is episode number 56.